Looking to enhance your woodworking projects? Well, you can build better using these carpentry techniques only here at MechMinds Hub. Let's get started. Curve bending is a clever carpentry technique that lets you bend wood into smooth curves. Imagine you want to make a wooden ring or a curved frame for a mirror. Instead of trying to bend a solid piece of wood and risking it breaking, you make a series of thin cuts. These are called curves, almost all the way through the wood. These curves give the wood flexibility, allowing you to gently curve it into the shape you want. After bending, you can glue the curves closed or fill them with wood filler, and the curve will hold its shape. It's like magic for woodworkers who want to create rounded designs without special tools or materials. After bending wood with curve cuts, you can make it shine through French polishing. This is where you use a bug's shellac to make the wood really glossy. French polishing is a traditional method used to give wood a very shiny finish. It uses a special type of liquid called shellac that comes from the secretions of a bug and is dissolved in alcohol to make it spreadable. To apply it, you use a pad made of cloth, often wrapped around some wool. Pour a little shellac onto the pad and then rub it on the wood in a circular motion. It's a bit like waxing a car to make it shine. Each time you rub, you add a thin layer, and these layers build up to create a deep, glossy surface that really shows off the wood's natural beauty. It takes time and patience, but the result is a smooth, mirror-like finish that feels as good as it looks. This technique is great for antique furniture or musical instruments like pianos and violins. Once the wood is shiny from French polishing, you can join pieces together. Dovetail keys are like puzzle pieces for wood. They look like little butterflies or bow ties and are used to hold two pieces of wood together tightly. When two boards are joined at the edges, there's a chance they might crack or split apart over time. To prevent this, carpenters cut out a shape that looks like a butterfly in both pieces of wood where they meet. Then, make a matching piece which fits perfectly into these cutouts. When the key is glued in place, it bridges the two boards, locking them together really well. This not only makes the joint stronger, but also adds a nice decorative touch. After fitting the dovetail keys, let's bend wood with steam. Steam bending is a cool way to shape wood into curves. It's like giving wood a warm bath that makes it flexible. Here's how it works. You take a piece of wood and put it in a steam box, which is like a sauna for wood. The steam makes the wood soft and bendy. After about an hour, you take it out and quickly bend it over a form that has the shape you want. You hold it in place until it cools down and dries. Once it's dry, the wood keeps the new shape. It's an old technique, but this is great for making things like curved chair legs or arches for windows. Another carpentry technique you must know is the lamination bending. It is a woodworking technique used to create curved wooden structures. It involves taking several thin strips of wood and gluing them together over a specially shaped form called a mold. The mold has the desired curve, and when the glue dries, the wood strips hold the curved shape. This method is useful because it allows the wood to be bent without breaking. It's commonly used to make furniture parts, musical instruments, and architectural features. The process requires patience and precision, as the glued layers must be clamped tightly and left to set for a period before the clamps are removed. The result is a strong, curved wooden piece that maintains its shape over time. Stave construction is a method used to make round objects like barrels, buckets, and planters. It involves using long, narrow pieces of wood called staves. These staves are cut at an angle so they fit together tightly in a circle. When arranged side by side, they form the sides of a cylindrical shape. To keep them in place, metal rings called hoops are fitted around the outside. This technique is very old and is especially known for making wooden barrels that hold liquids like wine or oil. The angled edges create a tight seal, so no liquid leaks out. It's a clever way to use wood to create strong, useful containers. From the tight circles of stave construction, introducing the playful illusion of tumbling blocks. where flat wood takes on a new dimension. Tumbling blocks is a fun and creative woodworking technique that makes flat surfaces look like they have depth. Imagine you're looking at a bunch of cubes stacked together, but it's really just a flat piece of wood. This is done by cutting wood into diamond shapes and arranging them in a special pattern. When you look at the pattern, your eyes are tricked into seeing a 3D image of blocks tumbling over each other. It's like an optical illusion. This method is often used to decorate floors, furniture, or wall panels, adding a unique and eye-catching element to the design. Leaving the 3D tricks behind, let's turn to book matching, where wood opens up like a story to reveal its symmetrical beauty. Book matching is a woodworking technique where two pieces of wood are opened up like a book and placed side by side. Here's how it works. Imagine you have a beautiful piece of wood, and you slice it down the middle. You then take those two slices and open them up so the inside faces are now facing out, just like opening a book. When you put these two pieces next to each other, the grain patterns match up and create a mirror image. This makes a really attractive design. It's often used for things like furniture and musical instruments to make them look extra special. The matching patterns are pleasing to the eye and can make the wood look more elegant and high quality. After the mirrored elegance of book matching, get hands-on with whittling, carving wood into whatever shapes your imagination desires. Whittling is a traditional craft where you use a small, sharp knife to carefully shave off bits of wood. It's a way to make all sorts of things, like little figurines, spoons, or decorative pieces. You start with a simple block of wood and then slowly cutting away small slices. You shape it into whatever you want. It's a bit like sculpting with clay, but with wood. The key is to go slowly and carefully so you don't cut too much at once. Whittling can be very relaxing and is a great way to create something beautiful with your hands. This technique uses a sharp tool to take out small pieces of wood. This makes a pattern. The patterns can be shapes like triangles or squares, or they can be pictures of things like flowers or birds. People like chip carving because you can make pretty things with it. It's not too hard to learn and you don't need many tools. You just need a piece of wood, a sharp knife, and an idea for your design. When you carve out the chips, the wood starts to show your pattern. It's like drawing, but instead of using a pencil, you use a knife on wood. Did you find these carpentry techniques helpful? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.